I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Why else would you have been so concerned about whether I had a lover before? But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more. I understand. If that is where the matter ends, so be it. But know that if you are open to it, I will not demand commitment of you. Your heart is your own. I just want to share in it. Take your time. I'll be waiting.
God, you're beautiful. I was wondering when you're going to ask me about this. I guessed. The man can't stay quiet about enjoying the freedom of nature's gifts. I bet he'd outlaw clothing if he could. I'm happy for you to have as much Halsin as you wish, but I do have one question. It's not because, you know, we haven't in a while. I know, I was being foolish, but thank you for saying it. Go right on with Halsin. Far be it from me to hold your hunger against you. The druid is unique. He has a lot of experience with this type of arrangement. Thus, I'm sure it would be quite a harmless affair. I'm fairly sure the only one in camp who hasn't is Withers. But even with him, one can never be certain. Even jerky was meat once. What hovel were you living in that you didn't see this coming back in the grove? Honestly. But that's fine. Oh. I know, I was being foolish, but thank you for saying it. Oh, well, you would, wouldn't you? It makes sense.
Did you find time to speak with your partner? A potentially delicate topic, I understand. Somehow I am not the least part surprised, but I am glad. Now we will have each other, but not just each other. Our hearts are free to roam, together or apart, as nature designed.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice. You're talking about Halsin, aren't you? I don't blame you. It'd take a cold heart and cobwebbed loins to ignore him. But what exactly did you have in mind? Bold of you to ask. Some might take the suggestion very badly. Luckily for you, I don't count among their number. If you have a chance to climb Mount Halsin, well, I'd be cruel to deny you. I'll be waiting to hear the details afterwards. I'm sure. Have your fun. Perhaps I'll have mine. Was there anything else? Besides your increasingly complex love life? Are you sure? He's large, granted, but I can squeeze in any number of places. Of course. In the spirit of open-mindedness. I want to hear it all. I understand. Feel free to have your fun. Perhaps I'll have mine. I'm glad that understanding's been noticed. Hasn't always been the case with others, trust me. Deny yourself then. Just remember that I'm not the obstacle. But that's not quite true, is it? You are interested.
Indeed. I had feared a life in service of Shah might have narrowed her mind, but I'm glad to be proven wrong. There is more to her than even she knows, I feel.
What's on your mind? Aha. I was wondering if this might come up. I've seen the two of you with your heads down more than once now. So go on, what is it? Feelings. Like Emotional feelings or after dark feelings? All right, so, go on. Finish the job. I need to chew on that, I think. I care for you. I don't want to lose you, but if Halsin is important to you, I don't want to stand in the way of your happiness. We've only got our lives, after all. Short ones. Possibly very short with all the mad shit we get up to. Look at me. You're very important to me. Your happiness is very important to me. If Halsin will make you happy, what can I say but go for it? I don't need to hear all the gory details, mind. But have a little fun while you can. Our bed. Look, I'm not opposed in theory, but that's really not where I'm at right now. Not in my soul, not in my body. All right, but who isn't? Everyone in this camp wants to climb that oak. Why are you bringing it up now? You weren't. You can talk to me about anything. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to say? Always.
Truly, this is most welcome news. She must be as strong in spirit as she is in body.
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastically done. What, like a child? I'm not sure I consider myself father material. Plus, our current lifestyle isn't exactly what I'd call settled. Share? You're not a loaf of bread to be divvied up at supper time. I thought what we had meant something to you. Call me selfish or old-fashioned, but I cannot agree to that. Either we dedicate ourselves to one another, or this ends here. Very well. Let's not speak of this again. Given my condition, I'm not sure it's wise for me to invite undue stress upon myself. Apologies. I was foolish enough to convince myself that I was enough for you. Call me selfish or old-fashioned, but I cannot agree to that. Either we dedicate ourselves to one another, or this ends here. I see. Thank you. This is most illuminating. I had thought I had the measure of your character, but clearly there is much I have yet to learn. Enjoy your open relationship. Ideally, far from my view.
Did you find time to speak with your partner? A potentially delicate topic, I understand. I cannot blame them. It is understandable why someone would want to keep you all to themselves, even if it is not my way. I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed. In either case, I will remain by your side for whatever you need of me. Until the very end.
I'm here for you. Always. Halsin, you mean? I've seen the longing in your eyes. You've looked at me like that before, too. I might share a bowl of venison stew with Halsin, but never a partner in dance. Choose Halsin, and our story may still be an epic, but it won't be a romance. Is that what you want? It feels good to hear it. Almost as good as the touch of your hand and the glow of your smile. You shine brighter than diamond and strike harder than steel. A rare treasure. Don't you ever forget it. I understand. All the more fool am I for pressing my fortunes. Thank you for the dance, for your understanding, and making a fantasy become reality, even if just for a moment. Gifts burned into my memories. I wouldn't give them up for the world.
I wish it hadn't come at the cost of another's heart. But I want this. I want you.
A welcome face. How can I help? Would I approve if you coupled with Halsin, you mean? Undoubtedly. Arms like tree trunks, chest broad as an ocean. But I have laid my claim. Give yourself to him, and you break our bond. Yes. Hypothetical. Hypothetically, were you to give yourself to him, you would be breaking our bond.